You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Y&R fans, I've got your 2-week spoilers for Monday, September 23rd, all the way through Friday, October 4th. We're going to have Nick Newman in a full-blown panic by the end of these 2 weeks, and Lily Winters has painted herself into a corner, and that's not going to go well for her very soon. We're going to dive into all that. It's me, Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we're going to kick off with the spoilers beginning on Monday, September 23rd. Victoria is planning to defy her dad, Victor, and warn Billy, and Cole is very supportive of her. They are moving things forward. He is going to relocate to Genoa City to be there with her and Claire, so things are going very well with them. Meanwhile, things get very tense over at Society. I've seen a lot of comments here. It's very funny with people are clearly either Team Adam or Team Billy in this argument. So on Friday, Chelsea got up and stormed out. Billy came over and got confrontational with Adam, wanting to know what did he do to Chelsea to make her leave. That way, they are both hotheads. They are both all up on each other. No matter who touches each other first, the fact is Adam throws the only punch in the confrontation, smacks Billy right in the jaw. Billy is definitely ready to give it right back to him. And the only reason he doesn't face punch Adam back is because Phyllis gets in the way and she shuts it down. They head back to the office and Victoria shows up and wants to know why his face is swollen and if Phyllis has something to do with it. And then Victoria basically offers Billy a payout. It's the same proposition that she took to her dad. Like, look, let's buy him out. You get chancellor. He can keep whatever part of the business he feels like is Abbott and he can go on his merry way. No need for a war. Victor wants war, Billy wants war, and Billy really questions why she is there and if she thinks he can't survive what her dad is ready to throw his way. So she ends up frustrated with both of them. Speaking of revenge, that's what Audra's talking to Sally about. She thinks that Sally should slide into Billy's sheets because that would absolutely just destroy Adam. And Sally says it will never happen. And we all know what that means. It's going to happen at some point. I have no doubt. And Chelsea opens up to Summer telling her that she made a stupid mistake and that's why she lost Billy. But before she can really get into it more, Adam comes into Crimson Lights, wants a word with Chelsea. He apologizes and she runs again. I feel like there is something going on with Chelsea we don't know about because this constant running is a little weird, I think. Tuesday, September 24th, Heather and Daniel are thinking, despite Lucy's objections to the idea of them moving, maybe they need a fresh start. They are not having a lot of luck in the jobs department. I mean, honestly, Phyllis already asked Billy to hire back Daniel. That's on the back burner right this second, but she might be able to get both their jobs back. But they are thinking there's just so much here. We're dealing with Sharon's pain. We can't work. You know, Lucy is obsessed with Faith. I think it is time they leave town. Meanwhile, Sharon has this dream where it looks like she is maybe in gloves and she has done something to Daniel. She has hurt him. He is bloody. And Cameron is encouraging her to make her dream a reality, which is terrifying Sharon because she knows that voice in her head is still really her own voice, even though it looks like Cameron. And Nick decides enough is enough. I'm going to take this into my own hands. I'm going to address the issues that my ex-wife has. Wednesday, September 25th, Cameron again triggers Sharon and is pushing her, do what you need to do. And he has basically talked her into thinking if she makes this bloody scene happen, then somehow Cassie's going to come back to her. She is deep in a terrible bipolar spiral. You know, the lines between fantasy and reality are thoroughly blurred, and she is going to do what Cameron suggests, a very bad thing. At the same time, Nick and Mariah are putting their heads together, figuring out what can we do to help Sharon right now. Remember, she lied to Mariah. She said, don't call me. I'm going off the grid. She had told them she was in Madison, Wisconsin. She's not there. She is still around. She's in that shady motel where Phyllis killed her last husband and getting ready to do bad things. Meanwhile, Phyllis takes control of a tense situation. I'm sure it's something to do with Abbott Chancellor, perhaps with Victor. Thursday, September 26th, Sharon is ready to get her revenge for Cassie Newman dying. And we all know she blamed Daniel for that. If you don't remember, if you weren't watching back then, Cassie had a crush on Daniel. She also wanted to hang out with the older kids, just like Lucy Romalotti is doing now. And so Cassie snuck out. She went to this party. I think Daniel was there. Lily was there, that whole teen set at the time. Daniel got drunk. He went to his car. He basically passed out. He wasn't driving. Cassie, who was underage, did not have a license, did not know how to drive, decided she was going to drive her crush, Daniel, home, and she wrecked the car. They were both hurt, but she had injuries that led her to die in the hospital shortly thereafter. And Daniel has always blamed himself, but he didn't put her in the car. He didn't ask her to get in the car. He was just your standard idiot teenager. And, you know, to be fair, he was kind of sleeping off the drunk. Not that he should have been drunk anyway, but it is just very complicated and messy. And things are going to take a dangerous turn on Thursday. And I'm assuming that's when we're going to get that scene from the promo with Sharon in the woods going, what have I done? It's too late. Oh no. And then Friday, September 27th, everything kind of is hitting a crescendo point on the episode celebrating Sharon Case's 30th anniversary on Young and the Restless. Then we go into the week of September 30th through October 4th. First of all, Thursday, October 3rd is the official start of season 52 of Young and the Restless, if you're keeping track. As week 1 ended, we had Sharon doing a very bad thing. She seems to be at rock bottom. Nick and Mariah are worried sick as we head into this week because Sharon's lying, denying, and now looks like she is attacking someone. They are stressed out. They're trying to shield Faith to some extent, and Nick is trying to take point on this so that her daughters aren't having to deal with this crisis. There will be huge fallout from the bad deed that Sharon did, presumably to Daniel, maybe to somebody else, but probably to Daniel. And fall preview spoilers have Phyllis stepping in when her family's in danger. So she's going to get involved, and that might be the tense situation she was trying to take control of. There seems no way forward for Sharon other than spending quality time in Fairview so that she can avoid prison time for whatever this bloody thing she's done is. You know, maybe she just killed a bunny, but I have a feeling Daniel might wind up bloody. Victor and Billy are both ready for war, but we're hoping calmer heads might prevail, but it seems doubtful at this point. Victor has Nikki in his corner as his hype woman. Billy has Phyllis having his back, and both these men and the women standing behind them are ready to fight it out. Lily is in a very tough position. She has basically sold her soul to Victor by engaging in corporate sabotage. And of course, he's planning to backstab her and not give her what he promised. Billy already did backstab her by firing her, but only because he knew she was trying to fire him. And now he knows that she has taken information, insider information to the enemy. She's painted herself into a corner and she may be out of luck. She may not be the CEO of anything when the dust settles. Adam seems torn between trying to work on getting Sally to come back to him versus falling back in with Chelsea, who is still running. I don't know if it's just him thinking that's the easier path or, you know, since Connor wants it, maybe he should just lean into it. We know how much he loved Sally, and I think still does. So it's messy, and look for more of Kyle and Claire. Those are all of our 2-week spoilers. Thank you so much for listening. Please drop your comments, please subscribe, and please come back soon. We are here talking Young and the Restless 7 days a week. And of course, it's me, Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.